Well, good morning, traders. This is Art Dill for Dill Trading, and we are underway July 10th, 2013. Looking to try to get long on all of the contracts we trade, the E-mini S&P, the Dow, and oil. Not quite set up for the oil trade yet. We need some kind of a retracement here on the Dow or the S&P to then get back into the contract on a long basis. So waiting for a retracement of those, either one of those contracts. Our stop is a trailing stop, 10 points below the low of the bar here.
Order filled.
And we just got filled here on the E-mini S&P. 1644.50 is your stop for the S&P trade. 1644.50.
Order filled.
And we just got filled on the Dow here. 15,232. 15,232 is your stop on the Dow. And you can see the stop show up here right on the chart, 15,232. Your stop over here on the S&P, 1644.50. So very easy to follow the trades. Just watch my dome and watch my chart. So 6:48 was the time of our E-mini Dow trade. And we got involved here on the S&P. It was 6:47. Came just a little bit before the entry on the E-mini Dow. So some movement in our direction on both of the contracts right now. Everyone, you should be able to see I've moved my stop. The stop on the E-mini Dow is now 15,240, and the stop on the S&P is 1645. So still risking 2 points on the S&P trade, and we're risking 10 points here now on the Dow trade. Stop on that Dow trade should now be 1645.50. You see I've moved my stop up here. 1645.50. And I'm still waiting for oil to turn back up to get involved with a trade on oil. Still in these trades. Might be a little bit of a tough trading day because we do have Bernanke, the Fed minutes at 2 Eastern, and then we've got his speech a little bit later in the day. But everybody's going to be sifting through those FOMC minutes to see, try to get some indication of what the Fed is thinking they're going to be doing in the near future, so, or how soon they're going to be tightening interest rates. So I think it's going to keep a damper on the market, and we have had 3 pretty big days in a row here of up, so it might be a little bit tough today. Okay, traders, if you're still in this trade on the S&P, your stop should now be 1646.25, and the stop on the Dow is still 15,242. Going to be a little surprised if this contract breaks out here, just because of the days we've had prior here. The last 3 days have been considerably higher, and we've got overhanging the market the release of the FOMC minutes at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So putting a little bit of a damper here, I think, on the move up. In fact, I'm going to try to take a point here. My recommendation is to try to get 1648 if we get that much of a move back up there. I just don't think that we're going to be breaking out right now. So try to get 1648. Lever stop at 1646.25. I would move my stop to break even here on the Dow. So move your stop to break even on the E-mini Dow here. 15,250. One more tick here. Looking for 1648. Yeah, just
Order filled.
that was the E-mini Dow that we just got out of that trade at break even, 15,250. That would not have been my program exit, but the program exit would have been, or should be actually, if you're still involved, 249, and it did not hit 249 yet. It'd be 2 ticks under this second bar here after the JTHMA has turned on our entry chart against our trade. That's the exit. Still in the Dow trade. We're trying to get a point here. I mean, on the E-mini S&P. Our stop is 1646.25. Target 1648. There are instances where I do use targets. This happens to be one of them. Typically, I try to trade without targets. I find it overall your performance is better if you do not do that. If we get to 37.50 again, guys, we're bringing our stop to break even. This is really running out of steam here. Boy, yeah, it's so I have brought our stop on the S&P here to break even.
Order filled.
And we just got filled, so nice trade. 1648 was the fill. Get your protective stop out of there and you're done with that trade.